say, nope, you're not going to come up to me and say, well, what does Lockheed Martin do? You need to research who's going to be at that networking event, know a little bit about their company, and be able to have a conversation with them. And another thing is professional dress. You don't have to be in a suit, but you should be in professional dress.
Speaking on the dress code, ladies, I know the 3-4 inch stilettos are beautiful and just wonderful, but whenever you're walking on the gym floor and at least for 2 hours straight, we can tell whenever you're uncomfortable and starting to just really painfully walk. So we're something that's still sophisticated and nice, but not so high. So just keep that in mind when you're selecting your shoes for the career fair. And again, researching, I don't know if TCU gives you a list of employers before?
Yes, we do. It's going to be in Frog Jobs under the event section, and it also has a link to your organization's website. So that's a great way to research. If you don't have a handout on Frog Jobs, you can pick one up on your way out. We have plenty, or you can go to our website. There's one promo.
That's wonderful, because you can research your top 5 companies or top 10 companies and go to them first and know exactly what they're looking for. So you can go up and say, hello, my name is Christina. I see that you have a land internship available. Please tell me more about it. That's definitely the right way to start that type of conversation. And also, if you can arrive a little bit earlier than later, because some employers will begin to set up shop 15 minutes before the career fair ends. And it has nothing to do with university or that it's during the evening or daytime. It happens everywhere. So it just breaks my heart when I see people come to the fair dressed up, wonderful, prepared, and it's 6:45 and everyone's leaving. So that's just another.
I would say something that stands out to me personally is just being prepared, being polite, having a resume, being inquisitive, like actually really truly wanting to know. A lot of times students come to a career fair and hand their resume out like it's candy. And I'm so serious. I'm like, this is not Halloween. Like, I actually only really want your resume if this is something that you're really interested in. And so, because then it turns around to where you call everyone. And what's amazing to me is someone gives me their resume and they don't even have the courtesy to call me back. So it's like, I'm following up with you because you expressed interest in my company. If you're no longer interested, at least call somebody back. Because again, you never know what that may lead to. But also, we all network. We all talk with each other, so maybe you didn't like my internship and maybe you were rude to me. Well, I've made friends right here. When we talk, say, hey, Janine, have you ever talked to so-and-so? And we're like, wow, they never really call me back. They're very uncommunicative. So that's a huge part is don't just automatically walk up to somebody and just hand them your resume. Ask them about the opportunity, and then if they want your resume, they'll ask for it. Or say, I've prepared my resume, would you like one? Just thinking more along those lines, because we want to make sure that we're talking to people that are actually really interested in our opportunity, or at least possibly interested.
I think just to hit on the key one, professional dress is key. Don't wander. If you forgot, go home and change. It's fascinating when kids wander in and thanks for coming by, but come back when because you almost want to put your blinders on for that individual because you don't want that to be the first impression that you have. Be genuine. Talking about being prepared and asking questions and listening with the intent to kind of gather information. So be there, cut all the electronics and phones away, and really just decide you're going to commit that hour and learn as much and find out as much as you can.
So have you actually already interviewed with them?
Yes, I've already gone through an application. I've already met and networked with them once, but I'll probably see them again in the school. And I was just wondering what's the best way to talk with them again.
Okay, well, for me personally, my recruiting process is people come after me because I want people who are driven, who are motivated, who express interest. I'll call you first, follow up with you with an email and type of stuff, but I want to see the interest from someone. So what I would do is I just, go back up to them and be like, hi, my name is so-and-so, I just wanted to follow back up with you. I had expressed interest in your opportunity last semester. I wanted to check in to see if there was any way, we could look at a potential opportunity, or, whatever your specific situation may be. But as long as you're polite and just really kind of checking back in and expressing that, and like reintroducing yourself, I think that's going to really show how interested you are. And maybe they didn't necessarily take a look at you at first, or for whatever reason, and they're like, hey, you know what? He's really interested. I'd like to give him a second chance. I'd like to talk. So that's pretty much what I look at.
How would you say like the process of like the career expo like works out? Like, would you just like introduce yourself and the top 5 companies that you're interested in? And then would you say, like this is who I am, this is my major, this is the company, I really like this, about your company. And then would you, like after I like say why I like the company, would you just say, here's my resume. I don't want to be like too aggressive, but I also don't want to be like you want my resume, so that gives you the opportunity to say no. So how would you approach that? Like, what's the best way to just like really present yourself, and just like really not just consider your entire time, because you also want to.
So I think you nailed a lot of the pieces of it, right? It is very it's network, right? It's very kind of social, and I don't think you need to ask. I think if you want to say, I'd like to give you your resume, I don't necessarily you don't need to say who you want it, but beyond kind of introducing yourself and what you like and what you understand, because I think that sets a nice stage for a brief conversation, is, think of kind of what that here I read about this, I was wondering if you could talk to me a little bit more about what that is. Because we all know reading is one thing, right, but actually having an interactive conversation is something else. And it's what it's doing, so I'm mostly in sales, client management, so I'm looking for someone that has strong communication skills, that can build maybe a rapport relatively quickly. And I go, wow, that was an easy conversation. And we have to be good at being courteous and kind of helping to scoot people along so we can make sure that we give everybody a fair turn. But I think a lot of the pieces that you described are really dead on.
So would you just say, like, after that, just say, this is what I read, and I feel like this one could contribute to me, and like really quickly, and then just give your resume, and then like what you
Absolutely. And I'd love to talk more, and here's my resume.
Also, you can research if that company has a job. There's usually a number associated with it. You can either give them the number of the job you're interested in or print it out. I mean, that tells volumes. When you bring a job up, you say, this is the job I saw that I'm interested in. It really shows that you're interested in the company.
Or say maybe that I've prepared my resume, I'd love to give you a copy or something like that, as far as the said way to like, okay, hey, I want to hear something every time, I move along, stuff like that.
And if you find that the position is also online before you take your career, you can also say, and I applied online as well. And that part is already done, and you're way ahead of the curve. So that's another tip. I would start looking at applying online now with the Flunk Jobs list versus being included for everybody else on February 13th.